coach's comments following tonight's contest versus the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders. Coach, I'm sorry about droning on and asking the same questions every night, but it felt like again you guys may have made a step forward. You outshot them. You guys had a couple of really good opportunities. Penalty kill was good. Power play. I know they didn't score, but they looked good. What'd you take from the guys tonight?
Yeah, we're winning a lot of participation trophies, and I'm a firm believer in the process. So I can't come up here and I can't be a hypocrite. But our process is still incomplete, and you need to execute in certain situations. We put it on them for 2 straight minutes on our power play, and then they take a little muffin shot from the tops of the circles, and it goes in your net. And those are just backbreakers for a team. I thought we had a good second period. We had a poor change, led to their third goal. The mistakes we're making are directly resulting in pucks going in our net. And so it's an unfortunate thing, and we're going to keep coaching them as best we can, and until finally they figure it out.
How do you kind of keep the spirits high after the start to the season? Because I know that I don't want to drone on about it, but 0-5 haven't gotten a point this season. How do you keep the spirits high in that locker room?
Yeah, that's up to them.
Okay.
I have a job to do. My job is to show up on Monday and be prepared to coach. I'm not a babysitter, and I'm not going to start. I'm a head coach in the United States Hockey League, and there's an expectation for the young men that play in this league that they manage their own compete level, they manage their own preparation, and we're here to coach them. We're not here to babysit them, and so they're going to need to figure out how they compete. And when they're sick of getting beat, then maybe they'll embrace the details and they'll find a way to win a game.
3 goals for you guys tonight: John Hirschfeld, Lefty Markinitis, and Alex Pelletier. So guys that have played games in the USHL. It's nice to see Lefty find the score sheet for the first time since we were out in Pittsburgh. Alex Pelletier, 3 goals already on the season for him, and then John Hirschfeld. I thought he had a really good game tonight. He was in on the forecheck as well. I thought he directly led to Lefty's goal that was turned over in the Cedar Rapids defensive zone when Lefty was able to put the puck in the back of the net. What'd you make of him tonight?
Hirsch's getting better every game. And he's got a big time compete level. He's got great feet, and he's fearless. And so when you put that combination together, you're going to have success. And you see Hirsch, he works like a dog, and he's able to get to pucks. He's able to extend possessions, tracks and defends in transition well, and so. His role is going to continue to expand because he's earning it.
And you don't have to answer this question if you don't want to, but what was the mindset of, making the change from Jack Solomon to Will Prowse in that third period?
Everybody has a job to do, and when you don't do it, somebody else is going to get a chance to do it.
Okay, fair enough. I was just curious about that. Also, just, looking at tonight's contest, like we said, there is a lot of good that you can take from tonight. I mean, battling back from a 2-0 deficit, that is something that you guys hadn't done to this point this season. I thought you guys, after that opening, taking a little bit to get your feet under yourselves, you guys were pushing the pace of play for the end of that first period. You mentioned that you thought you controlled that second period. Can you kind of tell the guys about that, saying, hey, listen, in review, saying, hey, like, we know what we're capable of, just got to keep the foot on the gas in that sense?
Well, the beautiful part about athletics is that the video doesn't lie. And you can see the good things you're doing on the video, you can see the bad things you're doing on the video, you can see the compete level or lack thereof, and so I suspect when we watch the video, you're going to see significant more urgency than we've had yet to this point. We're still not willing to block pucks, and they play in a box and one in their D zone, and they clog up the front of their net, and you get it past their winger, and there's a center underneath the block at every single time. And so we talked about how you get around that and what you try to accomplish. We weren't able to execute that. you know, and we had some chances. There was pucks around their net the whole second half of the game, and we just didn't find it. And they get a couple, and they put them in the back of the net, and you know that's the game. Whoever shoots more pucks in the net wins. But you know, their goalie was better than ours tonight.
On the goals tonight, you mentioned in the pregame meeting talking about how you wanted guys, you know, get in the circles. John Hirschfeld's goal was right inside the near side circle. Alex Pelletier crashing the net gets his goal as well. Did you feel like you guys were better in that sense tonight as well?
Yeah, I thought our offensive zone was significantly better tonight than it's been all season long, and you know, the biggest complaint I've had for the group is the perimeter style of hockey that we've been playing in the O-zone, and I thought we were much more willing to go to the inside of the ice and go to the front of the net and play inside the dots tonight, and that's why we've had success.
All right, well, thank you very much, Coach.
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and sign off for the night. The Stars will be back in action at home at the Icebox next week against the Madison Capitals. Puck drop on Friday at 7:05 p.m. And then we will be going to Waterloo after that. Everybody stay safe. Have a great rest of your night. And we'll talk to you all later.